Alright, let's try this again. Ready to start the podcast. Let's go. Activate interlocks. Topics are selected. Power cells up. Systems are go. Let's go. Podcast force. Form feet and legs. Form the arms and the torso. And I'll form the head. Wait, what the hell? Oh, God damn it, not again. No. And do you see why the leg does not form the head? Yeah, I'm starting to understand now why, but I guess this one did not get the memo. I think this looks better. Let's just... never mind. Never mind at all. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the absolutely, completely random podcast for Saturday-ish, December 22nd-ish, 2018. I don't have to say ish at the end of that one. Trust me. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I'll be your host for the next little while, as we tiptoe and talk about the things that have come out this week throughout the world of the internet. And what do I have to talk about? Well, I'm kind of glad you asked. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm talking about Alfonso Ribeiro suing Fortnite over the use of his dance popularized by his character Carlton Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But he's not alone, because apparently Backpack Kid's backing him up. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 director Tetsuya Nomura has issued a comment on the game leaks. Yes, that's right. This is a huge thing here, by the way. This is, massive. I can't even begin to tell you how huge this was. The actress Jenna Frank is rumored to lead the next group of Power Rangers as the next Red Ranger, which is going to be huge. And if that name does not sound familiar to you, well, just have to wait till I get to that topic, because it's going to be. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Funimation president is talking about Netflix Evangelion acquisition, saying, "We do better at brand managing." And the sad part is they probably would. I kind of hate to say it, but they probably would. Let's see, what else do we got here? Yeah, let's see here. Well, we have that, maybe some more. You never know how this show works. But anyway, that's what I got this week to talk about. You know the song and dance, though. I don't have to tell it to you. If you're looking for anything interesting, collectible oddities, what have you, check out my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. You can follow me on Twitter at OtakuRhodes, and you can also follow the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button here on the YouTube channel, because that just shows how much you like my videos. Okay, so how's my week been? Let's just get this out of the way. I'm recording this on the 20th, and the reason why I'm recording this on the 20th in the morning, before I go to sleep and go back to work for night shift, is because I got screwed out of my Saturday. And yes, I am still sour about this. There is no amount of money in the world that will ever make this up to me. There's nothing my employer can do that will ever make me feel better about this. I'm pissed. Royally and undefiably pissed. I was never consulted about this, and she swears to God that she sent me out, that I was part of a group text saying to call the store because there was a change in the schedule, but I never got the text, and it was just automatically put down as I would show up on the schedule, which pisses me off. So I'm recording this early because I'll be at work Saturday night, unfortunately. So I won't be able to do the podcast like I normally do, which sucks. Another thing that sucks, while I still have hopes that I could do the Q&A video, it's still happening. I will find a way to record that come hell or high water, because that's going to happen. I am pissed off at the fact that I have already lost my entire Saturday. I will be damned if I'm going to lose, doing a Q&A for the month. So don't forget, questions have to be in by midnight on the 22nd. I will record that and try my damnedest to get that out on Christmas Day if I can. I don't even know what my schedule is yet for next week, but rumor has it I might be working on Christmas frickin' Eve. So if I see Santa Claus, I'll let him know everybody's looking for him. So how'd the rest of my week go? It sucked. I'm tired, I'm miserable, I'm grouchy, I'm irritable. I cannot seem to get ahead in anything I do. And every time I think I'm one step ahead and that stuff's finally starting to go the way I want it to go, life decides to just play that old stick the screwdriver up my ass routine and once again screw me to the wall. I hate night shift, and it's been extended until further notice because apparently we're behind in our deliveries at work, so they have to send us the deliveries that we're behind in to make it up to us, and the store manager wants us to still do night shift to do them so we can get them all done because she can schedule us for longer hours, which pisses me off. Then I have the fact that we're not celebrating Christmas this year because I couldn't get anything for my family. I'm not even joking. I had everything planned out this week. I thought, okay, worst case scenario, I could make them something. That was plan A. Then when I found out that I'd be working 8-hour shifts each day this week, minus Tuesday and Saturday at the time, I thought, well, there goes that idea. Okay, plan B. I don't have to work Saturday. I'll run into the Dollar Tree. I'll get some nice presents on Saturday. I don't mind doing that. I work a little better under pressure. Sunday night comes along. I go to work. I look at the schedule. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary except for written in pen on Saturday is 11 to 7:30 a.m. And I'm going, son of a bitch, I lost my Saturday. And now with the rumored schedule for next week, I'm losing my whole weekend. I'm pissed. Royally, undeniably pissed. Take my piece of advice here. If you ever find a job that says flexible schedule, don't believe it. Because there ain't nothing flexible about a schedule anymore. Because it's basically your employer wants you to work this day. Hey, you want that job? You're going to be working that day. Because if you say no, they'll fire you and just make your life a living hell if they keep you at all. So I'm pissed, livid and fuming. So let's recap. Got screwed out of my Saturday, possibly screwed out of my weekend, possibly might even get screwed out of Christmas. Not celebrating it anyway, because I couldn't get anything or even make anything for my family members and friends, which I feel horrible about, because I at least wanted to give them something, but I can't because I can't make anything, and I'm sure as hell not going to drive around town at 8 o'clock in the morning trying to get into stores that aren't even open yet, just to get something, to come back home, go back to sleep, and not even get a chance to wrap it. What's the point of that? There is none. And I'm sure as hell not buying anything from where I work, because none of the stuff up there is worth the money. It's all the stuff that's been out for the last 3-some years that nobody wants. At least I don't. Other people might, but I don't. So that's where my week stands. It sucked. It's only Thursday, and it blows. Worst case scenario, fine. Maybe it'll get better. At the same time, maybe I'll win the lottery. Maybe I'll manage to find a supermodel girlfriend. Maybe I'll discover a cure for the hydrogen flu or something. Maybe I'll become the most famous YouTuber in all of the world and dethrone PewDiePie. And then hell will freeze over and the devil will get free sleigh rides. If you haven't been able to tell yet, I'm getting kind of sarcastic because I am kind of pissed. This is worse than the week when I slept and wasted an entire Monday of sleep and ended up losing a Tuesday. Yeah, I'm still mad at that too. But anyway, that's how my week went. It's all crap, downhill from there. Let's get into the podcast. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Alright, so let's kick this off with the stupidest lawsuit I've ever heard. So, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star Alfonso Ribeiro also known as Carlton Banks or Cousin Carlton, is suing Fortnite and I think it's 2K Games, right? Let me see here. Is it? Yeah, he's suing two video game developers. Let's see here. Fairly profited. What's the name of it here? Alright, come on. I know it's in here. Alright, come on. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's Take-Two. Okay, so it's Epic Games and Take-Two Interactive Software Incorporated. Okay, I thought it was 2K. No, it's Take-Two Interactive Software and Epic Games. So he's suing both of them and several of its subsidiaries. Wow, you're really going to town, huh? So, basically, he's suing them because he swears that they are basically profiting off of his Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's character's dance. They unfairly profited from using his likeness and form, exploiting his protective creative expression. The suit named Fortnite developer Epic Games and Take-Two Interactive Software. And, I mean, okay, I get the point that you want to sue them because they're using your dance as an emoticon. Or, like, a move in the thing for, like, just something stupid to do. But honestly, why are you suing them? Creativity? Okay, they called it fresh. You were on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Therefore, they're giving you credit. People will always know it's your dance. Any idiot on YouTube can look it up what it is, and oh wow, you're still getting famous for it, because then that might drive them to go look up the show, and hey, maybe I want to buy the DVDs. Huh, I'll get residuals from those, won't I? But basically, he performed this dance, let's see, what was it here? Let's see here, okay. Let's see. He's best known as playing Carlton Banks in the 1990s Fresh Prince sitcom, which, no duh, that's what he was. He was inextricably linked to the dance, okay? A joyous arm-swinging boogie often performed to Tom Jones' It's Not Unusual. Yeah, we know it's not unusual by Tom Jones. So 20 years later, the dance remains distinctive, immediately recognizable, and inextricably linked to his identity, celebrity, and likeness. And how are they making money off of this? Because they added it, I'm guessing, as a freebie? How are they making money again? Unfairly profiting? My ass. You're basically pissed because they added you to a game as an emote. Okay. The games are among popular games, though, for individuals that are playing these in the world. And, yeah, Fortnite's calling it the Fresh. So, I mean, it's just, it's weird. See, the game provides in-game purchases like dances and other emotes, which have become so popular that teens all over the world post videos of themselves doing the dances with the hashtag Fortnite Dance or Fortnite Videos. According to the lawsuit, against Epic, the game sells what Ribeiro claims is his dance under the emote name Fresh. Okay? So if they would suddenly make it free, would you drop the suit? Or are they charging like $1? You're gonna sue them over $1. Really? Like I said, this is the stupidest lawsuit I've ever heard since the lady that was suing McDonald's because her 3-year-old was 300 pounds. It honestly screams idiotic to me here. So, Ribeiro's not the first celebrity with a signature dance to sue makers of a popular Fortnite game. Attorney David L. Hecht, Hecht, says that he and his firm are also representing rapper 2 Milli and Russell Horning, also known as the Backpack Kid, in lawsuits against Epic Games over Fortnite's use of their signature dances within the game. Horning created a dance called The Floss in 2016, while 2 Milli created Milli Rock around 2015. More plaintiffs are coming out of the woodwork each day. But the kicker, though, was that I read somewhere in this that Carlton Banks is apparently in the process of copywriting this. Well, if you're in the process of copywriting this, then that means you don't actually own it then. if you have to copyright it anyway, I mean, you don't own it then if you're copywriting its ass. Somebody want to explain that to me? Because I want to make sure I didn't miss something somewhere. Because if you're basically, if you're copywriting something, that means you don't own it. At least not yet. So, let's see here. Because I have a thing here with the Backpack Kid, too. He speaks out after suing Fortnite creators over the floss dance. According to TMZ, the Backpack Kid tells us his mom and manager feel Fortnite is taking advantage of him. Okay, his mom and manager. So not him personally. It's the mom and the manager. So the parent and the one that's getting most of the money are the ones that are upset about this. Okay. And he's letting the grown-ups handle the legal process. Oh, isn't that cute? You still think that's how the legal system works. That's cute. Okay, apparently he doesn't care about getting a fat check from the lawsuit because he just cares about people watching and enjoying his videos. Besides, he says he's got more important things on his plate like his 17th birthday and new single. Who the hell are you exactly? I mean, does any of my fans know this person? Because I don't follow rap music. If this is a rapper, I don't know anything about him because I don't follow rap music. But, seriously. Huh? Apparently his mom filed the lawsuit on behalf of her 16-year-old son, who blew up back in 2016 when he posted videos of himself on Instagram doing a dance which he called the floss. Okay? Fortnite released the Season 2 Battle Pass in December of last year, and as part of the pass it offered a new rare emote that it called the floss. It allows the players who win the game to do the dance. Just like Alfonso Ribeiro and 2 Milli, Backpack Kid says he's in the process of copywriting the dance, but claims Fortnite has still ripped him off. Again, how? If you're in the process of copywriting this, they didn't rip you off, jackass! Here's a little legal lesson for you. If you're copywriting something, you don't actually own it yet! Read a book! You're 16. Get a bit of an education, go to college, learn the legal system, then pick your fights. Don't let mommy and your grown-ups handle this one. Actually get up and do it yourself if you want to. It's called Google. Google search it, kid. Seriously. So apparently, back in June though, when TMZ talked to the Backpack Kid about his dance in the game, he told them he felt like they should cut him a check, but said it's not that big of a deal, and he's just glad it's in the game. So now why the fuck are you suing him? It's basically, well, my mom says I should sue him. Because mom gets money. You make money, which goes to mom because you're under 18, so therefore your legal guardian has to take possession of any income you receive being a celebrity, jackhole. She's the one that wants the big fat check. It's very easy to figure this out. Look at all the celebrity actors and all the child stars. Their parents were the ones that got the money because they were underage. God. I can't explain this. It's idiotic at this point. I just can't. I don't know. Screw it. As far as I'm concerned, you're both losers at this point. Just go for the fact that you're still relevant. It's 2018. Carlton, be happy you're at least relevant and people know who you are anymore at this point. Your show's been off the air for how many freaking years now? And Backpack Kid, you're 15 minutes of fame. You're basically what you want to call a wannabe famer. You get 15 minutes of fame. Yours just lingered for a little too long, and now your parent, I should say at this point, manager, are trying to recapture your 15 minutes because they want to make some more sweet, sweet cash. Let it go. Seriously. Who the hell is going to remember Fortnite in 10, 20 years when there's going to be something else going on? You're looking for the fast buck when down the road it's not going to matter what the hell your dances were in. No one's going to pull up a video and go, oh, that was this dance. Wasn't there like a huge lawsuit because of that? Yeah. That was a beautiful lawsuit, too. I mean, there were lawyers that were lining up miles and miles to sue this place. So many people came out of the woodwork, the game had to be shut down, and oh, man. It was horrible, man. It was just horrible. Who's going to remember that? Nobody. Just let it go, guys. Seriously, come on, let it go. Alright, so for those of you that were traveling amongst the information superhighway or surfing the international web, okay, for those of you that were online last weekend, something may have come up basically telling you about Kingdom Hearts 3. And yes, the game's coming out next year. It's coming out in almost literally the end of January. And the director, Tetsuya Nomura, is issuing a comment on the game leaks. Apparently, from what I've understood of this, either parts of the game leaked or the whole game leaked. So that's the weird part. So basically, on the official Twitter account for Kingdom Hearts game series, posted a message from game director Tetsuya Nomura on Sunday regarding game leaks for Kingdom Hearts 3 that have surfaced in the last few days, and the notice reads, and I quote, the message also confirms what Nomura hinted at Tokyo Game Show 2018, that he was considering releasing the game's secret movie after the game launch. Okay, I don't have what it actually said, but you can pull it up in the article because it's on there. I don't have the picture here. I forgot it was a picture. My apologies. It was basically something like, I know that there are leaks coming out. Please try to ignore them because the game's going to be coming out. We don't want it to be spoiled, something like that. You can read it for yourself then. It's a link in the description. You know the deal. But Nomura stated in September that his staff were thinking about a different method of delivering the secret movie in order to be fair and avoid potential spoilers for players. Square Enix additionally began streaming a commercial on Sunday for Kingdom Hearts 3. I've seen the newest trailer. That trailer kicks ass. You got the whole Organization 13. You have Riku taking on Riku. Sora basically taking on Roxas. All hell is breaking loose. This is the game that we, the fans, have been wanting for so damn long, and I'm so pissed I don't have a system to play it on. Damn, I would have loved to have got my hands on this and gone balls to the walls with this one. So basically, you got, the whole VR experience going on, stuff like that. But this trailer is honestly, the whole thing that happened now, keep in mind, I'm going off of scattered stories and sporadic things that I've seen on Twitter and Facebook, but either the whole game was leaked or parts of the game were leaked. Like, you could play certain levels that were leaked online. I don't know what it was completely. And I will admit this, my damnedest actions of trying to find out led me to dead ends. So obviously, whatever caused it or whatever happened has since been corrected, but I don't know what exactly it was that, brought upon this. But like I said, it was either the entire game got leaked or just parts of it were leaked, or the secret ending was leaked. I don't know which. I haven't been able to find... I was even trying to look for a video on it, and there was nothing. So, I don't know. I have no idea. But basically, and this is actually pretty cool, so Square Enix is going to release the game on, like I said, January 25th in Japan and 29th here in the US. Confirmed worlds for this game include Big Hero 6, Toy Story, Tangled, Monsters Incorporated, Pirates of the Caribbean, Frozen, and the returning Olympus Coliseum and Winnie the Pooh World, basically 100 Acre Woods and Olympus Coliseum, which is cool because those are, at this point, they're dynamic worlds you need to have. Twilight Town's probably going to be in this too because by now that's established lore too, is Twilight Town, so you're probably going to have that too. The franchise is also getting a Kingdom Hearts VR experience game that's going to launch in 2 parts on December 25th and January 18th. Additionally, Sony is going to release a VR experience for 2 songs by Hikaru Utada in 2 parts, again, on one being on Christmas, the other being in early 2019. The experience will be from Utada's Japanese tour that took place earlier this year. So the only downside that we can take out of all of this is that some idiot or moron leaked either parts of the game or the whole game, and the director is begging everybody, ignore the crap out of it until the official launch. Because first off, and I want to say I agree with this, because you don't know if A, it has like a virus or something that they can hack and destroy your system. B, you don't know what exactly is going on, that they did this, and nobody's really going to care. The only downside is that you're going to have a literal 4-day difference between when it's released in Japan to when it's released in the US. So people are going to be posting videos in Japan like crazy, playing this thing, and then once it hits the US, people are going to get it. They're going to go, okay, I know how to do this. I watched them play it online, and they're just going to blow through the early levels like it's nothing. So that's the only downside to this. I would have released it seriously on the same day simultaneously and been done with it. I wouldn't have done this. I'm going to release it, at one point in Japan and one point in the West. That was stupid. Otherwise, it's really well. The commercial or the new trailer I saw for it was just freaking epic and wonderful. I can't stress that enough. It was beautiful. Kudos to the people who created this. Honestly, Square Enix is going to be hitting this one out of the park. No questions about it. No doubt about it. They are going to nail this one so hard out of the park it isn't going to be funny. I honestly just want to watch some videos of it because I don't have a system to play it. And I honestly just want to know what's going to happen. Because you got all the Disney characters. All hell's breaking loose. Sora's taking on Roxas. Riku's taking on Dark Riku. You got Xenohort, the evil mastermind from... what was that? Birth by Sleep? Yeah. It was Birth by Sleep. So many things are going on with this. I just want to know what the hell's going on. What's happening. I want to watch a story of this. I don't care if somebody beats the game day one and just does an entire video of all the cinema cutscenes. I'll take it at this point. I just want to see what in the hell's going on here. It just looks so freaking amazing. Especially for a game that fans have waited an eternity and a half for the third part. Because you figure, and the sad part is when you look back on it, everything was building up to this. Because you have the original, then you had Chain of Memories, then you had the sequel, which was Kingdom Hearts 2. I never could beat the first one, cleared Chain of Memories, beat the second one, beat 358 Days Over 2, and that's where I stopped. I never played another game after that. So I didn't play Dream Drop Distance. I didn't play Birth by Sleep. None of that. And then, boom. There you go. Then we instantly come out with Kingdom Hearts 3. Everything is just leading up to the third part. We know it's going to be epic. So it's huge at this point. I'm just ecstatic that I want to see this. I want, more of this. There's got to be something cool going on with this. I want to know. I've got to know. It's to the point where I want to know what's happening. I'm actually excited for this more than I am for any movie right now at this point. And that's scary because it's a video game, but still, it looks so sweet. I just can't wait. I hope some reviewers do a good review on it. I just want to see this. And if this thing pulls a Bethesda and crashes and burns, I swear to God, you're going to have some pissed off fans on your hands. Oh, but this just looks so epic and so cool. And for a franchise that so well deserves it, it's just wonderful. It really is. I can't say enough about it. Alright, so the Power Rangers should ring a bell, but does the name Jenna Ray Frank ring a bell? Well, if it doesn't, probably because I've never talked about her here on this show, but she does have some pretty powerful lineage in the Power Rangers universe, because she's the daughter of Jason David Frank. Basically God of the Power Rangers universe. We're talking Tommy Oliver here. The one that if they ever created a God Ranger, it had better damn well be him. I'm not even joking. I mean, we're talking bright golden armor. We're talking massive, power. It had better damn well be him playing that role. Because nobody is going to ever beat him as being the greatest Power Ranger ever. So it is rumored, though, right now, that his daughter is going to lead the Power Rangers as the next Red Ranger. Now, not for Beast Morphers, but apparently for the one after that or for a future series. So after Power Rangers Beast Morphers completes its run, as many Power Rangers fans know, Beast Morphers is based off of the 2012 Super Sentai series Tokumi Sentai Go Busters. The one that Saban wanted to skip because, well, nobody's going to understand it. Yeah, you also wanted to skip Tokuger, which I still say you could have just set on a distant world on another planet. You've already established Alien Rangers, you jackasses. Look at your lore. So rumor has it, though, that the 14-year-old martial artist is going to be possibly in line as the next Red Ranger, which would be a huge thing here because there has never been an actual female Red Ranger lead. And no, the one that was in Samurai does not count. Sorry to be the bad news on there, but she does not count. I think, what was her name? Lauren? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so the next season of Power Rangers is Beast Morphers, which at the time was skipped over in the United States. The current season going on right now in Japan is Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Keshu Sentai Pat Ranger, which honestly is not that great. I'm not even joking. It really sucks at this point. I've watched a couple episodes of it, and I've just basically, thrown my hands up because I haven't been able to keep up with it. But she will honestly be the first true female Red Ranger, which honestly, I say let's go for it. I mean, we've got a female Doctor Who now, which apparently the fans aren't too happy about, but I'm mostly pissed off with that from the standpoint of it's 10 episodes long for the season that we had. You got rid of all the original villains, which sucks. It's Doctor Who, for God's sake. And it is. It's Doctor Who. You don't get rid of the original villains in Doctor Who. You have to have the Daleks, the Sultarans, the Cybermen. You have to have those. It's Doctor Who, for God's sake. It's the whole point of Doctor Who is seeing how each iteration will handle this. But, so we have a female Doctor Who. Let's have a female Power Ranger leader. It's time, Let's do this. Let's cast sexism aside here for a moment. Let's do this thing. So, basically, I sound stupid. The characters, though, from her father, Jason David Frank, a.k.a. Tommy Oliver, his character has spanned multiple seasons of Power Rangers and has worn almost every color except for blue and yellow and pink. Mostly because he's never going to wear pink. He could be a Yellow Ranger at some point, but I doubt he ever will be, and blue. So those are the three colors out of the primaries that he has never worn. Otherwise, he's been the Green Ranger, the White Ranger. He's been 2 Red Rangers, and he's been a Black Ranger. In case you're wondering, Green Dragon Ranger, White Tiger Ranger, Red Zeo Ranger, First Red Turbo Ranger, and Black Dino Thunder Ranger. He's been the good guy, the bad guy, the professor, the villainous Lord Draken in the Shattered Grid comic book series, which God knows they got to make a movie of. They have got to turn that into a movie. You've got to be in that movie. I swear to God, that'd be so cool. That as a live-action movie would be shit tons better than that piece of crap we got last year. I'm not even joking about that. Let's see here. What do we got? Blah, 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 blah. Where the hell was I? Crap. Okay, here we go. But with that, wouldn't it be exciting if Jenna's Red Ranger was in fact related to Tommy Oliver? Not that she doesn't have the ability or integrity to exist away from his character. She does, but it's going to be one of those, look, go for the lineage. I'm Dr. Oliver's daughter. Just go for it. Go for the lineage, use it, and then use it as a stepping stone, and then make it your own. Basically, honestly, just go have your character have the last name of Oliver, and then have him guess the whole time, like the whole series. No, she can't be. Nah. Oliver. Have that be like the lingering mystery, and then boom, dear old dad shows up at the final episode after everything's said and done, and it's like, well, I couldn't help come see my daughter. I mean, after all, I am a good father. And then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, aren't you? I was a long time ago. And then just walk away. That's all you need to do. Just like that, that's all you need to do. And it'd be just freaking perfect. That'd be a nod to the fans. It would be a wonderful, thank you to the fans. That's all you need to do, okay? That's it. It would be perfect. The fans would love that. Never happened, but that'd be perfect. Is at this point, the franchise and the fandoms are deep-rooted in the Tommy Oliver character, as well as, Jason David Frank's personal involvement. I mean, hell, he has basically been in almost every episode of Power Rangers that you could ever imagine. His lineage will live on for eternity. I shouldn't really say every episode because he wasn't in every single season, but you get my point. There was even a character in Zeo, played by his actual brother, Eric Frank. He played Tommy's long-lost brother, David Trueheart, and he was played by his real-life brother. Sadly, though, his brother passed away in 2001. No, they have never released how he died. They never will release how he died. Don't ever ask them. The family will take that to their graves. We the Power Rangers fan base at this point have just come to accept it. Honestly, if it means that we get to have Jason David Frank coming back and being Tommy Oliver, as long as we keep our mouths shut and we don't ask him, we'll zip our mouths shut every time we're around him if we have to. That's how much we love his character. But the legacy of those ties are strong. Hell, the Force is with them at this point. It's like freaking metachlorians in this bitch. Power Rangers has genetics. So basically, she would be the first female Power Ranger, like I said. And the only other one that could even come close would be the character from Super Samurai, because Nickelodeon had to screw the pooch on that one, called Lauren Sheba. She was Jaden Sheba's sister. Yeah. Basically, it's close, but it's no cigar. Technically, she was the leader, but he was the leader because she was only useful for one thing. She was basically that final weapon you get at the end of the game. She was the MacGuffin button. It's like, look, I'm going to use the button to end all problems of the universe, and that was it. Nothing else. And it didn't work anyway, so then it ended up being everybody had to go and fight anyway, so screw it. But basically, we're just going to have to wait for a while yet to see if this is going to happen. Honestly, I am all for this. We'll have to wait, though, until she's 18 to see her power that Megazord. And it's sad, but hey, that's the reality. It's really cool. Honestly, I would be all for seeing this. I mean, I haven't seen much of her acting. I have seen a couple episodes of My Morphin Life. I'm not a big fan of documentaries, and it just shows I can't watch it for a long period of time. The couple episodes I've watched were broken up into, okay, let me watch 10 minutes this day. I'm going to watch another 10 minutes this day. Oh, crap, that's the whole episode? All right, then I'll watch the next one in, over a 2-day period. I'm just not a fan of documentaries. I never have been. But all I know is that Jason David Frank is very protective of his daughter. I remember him putting a thing up on Twitter that, if anybody sends any rude comments or anything, negative or anything hurtful, harmful, or inappropriate, he will basically flip the hell out. He did that once. And I mean, it's huge. But she's on Instagram, she's on Twitter, she's on YouTube. She is basically she is honestly full everywhere. And I just cannot wait until the day when she might lead the next group of Power Rangers. That would be cool if she would. And like I said, it'd be a perfect nod if it would be for an anniversary series. Literally, have her character's last name be Oliver. And then the whole series, you have previous Rangers coming by, and all of a sudden they're like, what's your last name? Oliver. And all of a sudden it's like, huh. Neat. And then they walk away. It's like a small nudge. It's like, huh. You just have this building up moment, and then right then at the end of the series, after the bad guys have been defeated, the day's been saved, and everything's wonderful, here comes dear old dad to say hi. And it's like, oh, damn. That is his daughter. Well, duh. That would just be kick-ass. Like I said, it'll never happen, but still, it'd be neat. But yeah, seriously, I would be all for that in a heartbeat. Drop it. That's it. It's good. Done. Let's do this thing. Wrap it. That'd be perfect. But anyway, if you want to check out some of the stuff that she does, you can follow her on Twitter, YouTube, what was it, Instagram, I think? Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, yeah. So, she's everywhere. She's an upcoming star. If she does play a Power Ranger, I'd look forward to that. I would try to watch that season, because that would be pretty cool. So, a couple podcasts ago, I talked about Netflix getting the rights to Neon Genesis Evangelion. And then I did a rant video about how they're basically going to be redubbing Neon Genesis Evangelion. And now Funimation president, the president of Funimation, Gen Fukunaga, recently spoke to news website Polygon about Netflix's acquisition of the streaming rights to the Neon Genesis Evangelion television anime, and he doesn't think Netflix is going to do right by the series. Neither do I at this point, and you're redubbing it. That was strike one in my book. So, a quote here, I'm 100% sure that we'd have done a much better job brand managing it and turning it back into what it was. Yeah. Fukunaga's primary worry, though, seems to be that it will get lost in Netflix's sea of content, which would be a loss for anime fans because it would hurt their ability to find the iconic series. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie here. Netflix is gathering way too much crap way too fast. They're getting to be like Krispy Kreme. They're getting too big, too quick, and they're gonna have to realize it and fast. Because eventually, what goes up is gonna come crashing to the ground. He's basically comparing this to his own company's handling of My Hero Academia. Had My Hero Academia gone onto Netflix, it would have just dropped on the platform with any number of titles and probably would have died as a brand. Funimation markets its 360 theatrical marketing, etc. Gets it available on iTunes, Xbox, PlayStation, gets it on other streaming platforms on its own and really promotes it. 360 degrees, baby. While Fukunaga was blunt that he really wanted the license for Funimation, he also made it clear why he thought Netflix ended up with the license instead. Honestly, as he quoted here, Netflix is willing to significantly overpay for something like Evangelion and outbid anybody by multiples no matter what their return on investment is. I agree on that. I mean, like I said, Netflix is getting too big too fast. What they want is basically to have all the shows that they consider huge fan grabbers just to get people to pay for the subscription service and then kill off the shows one by one. I mean, look at all the shows that they had with their deal with Disney. They had Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Daredevil, you got Punisher and Jessica Jones yet. Those are the only two that are left on their network, and how long they're going to be on is up in the air, probably until their seasons are done. And it's 3 shows that went away, and you only have 2 left out of the 5 you had, and those were ones that fans were clamoring to. And now you're going into the anime market, which has a lot more fans and a lot more people really, really cringing and worried, because, let's face it, we honestly do not at this point trust you. I don't trust you. I think you're nuts, to be honest with you. I think you're crazy and idiotic. And yet, this is your brilliant idea that, well, we're going to basically take everything. And I think you're crazy. Wholeheartedly crazy. I'm not even joking on this. So Netflix announced that it acquired the original television anime and the Neon Genesis Evangelion Death and Rebirth and End of Evangelion films last month. They have not yet announced release plans, but it seems the series will get a new dub, which is what pisses me off. There was nothing wrong with the original. The original animated films are some of the most influential and critically acclaimed works in the history of the medium. No shit. But it's long remained out of print and unavailable in North America. ADV Films' last release of the anime was the Platinum Edition DVDs in 2004 and 2005, and the company shut down in 2009. ADV was one of the they were one of the greats. That's why if you ever get anything ADV, and you can't, you don't like it or it sucks, plop that baby up on eBay. You'll get a decent chunk of change because they're out of print at this point. They're rare. They're like the freaking holy grail at this point. You'll get some decent scratch for those. I mean, that's literally like the holy grail of everybody's collection at this point. Since then, the only iteration of the anime franchise available in North America has been the rebuild of Evangelion Films series that was licensed by Funimation, which honestly weren't bad because we got introduced to a new character, a new Ava in the one movie. It wasn't bad. Yes, it had some issues. I'm not gonna lie. Everything has issues. This one had some too, but in all honesty, it wasn't that bad. They were good. It actually made me feel like it was more centered towards what we were actually supposed to be watching and not Shinji's descent into madness. If I want to see a depressed person have a mental breakdown, I'll go to a nut ward and watch the nuts behind bulletproof triple thick glass. I'm not crazy to want to do that. I'm the type of person that if I want to watch the world burn, I'll watch the world burn. It's just that simple. But honestly, I just find this completely strange and unusual for the fact that it's just, it's weird. All right, I'm just going to say it's weird. And Netflix getting the rights to this did not sit well with me from the start. I think I even said that in my podcast, or at least I was like, it might be good. I'm never sure about it. Netflix, they just leave a bad taste in my mouth with anything they touch. Just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's almost like it's vinegar, and you can just taste it. You don't even have to have it in your mouth. You can just taste it in the air. That's what Netflix is to anything they touch. They're like vinegar. Blech. But I mean, for a series that's out of print, hard to find, yeah, you can either A, just let it go and, in all honesty, just do whatever it takes, or B, just, let it go and just hope that nobody really cares enough to, quote the devil, really want to see it redone. And in this case, I'm quite upset at the fact that we're honestly getting this. It's going to be redubbed. Why? There was nothing wrong with the original dub. Why redub it? It was fine the way it was, but yet, we're just going to redub it. Great. So, I mean, what has this become lately? It's the retconning of Dragon Ball's origin. We got the redubbing of Evangelion. What's next? Are we going to completely undo everything in Hunter x Hunter? Are we going to do a massive overhaul of Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, no, wait a minute. I got it. Pokemon. That's what you're going to do next, right? Right? That's what it's going to be. It's going to be Pokemon. The next season of Pokemon, it's just going to be all Pokemon talking. We're not going to see Ash or any of the other trainers. It's going to be any of them ever showing up. No trainers around. It's just going to be how the Pokemon lived years before the trainers started catching them and forcing them into battles, right? Right? That's what it's going to be, right? Tell me I'm right. I want to know that I'm right. Wait, no. Don't tell me that. I don't want to know that I'm right. I'll take being wrong on this one. I don't know. Like I said, though, Netflix just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's just not getting any better. And with this, they better not touch any more anime. That's all I gotta say. If they touch Hunter x Hunter or something, you're gonna be seeing a rant video from me once a week until they drop it. I will admit that. Right here, right now, I will say it. If Netflix ever gets their hands on the Hunter x Hunter franchise, and I'm talking any of it, the original, the remade season that's still going on yet, if they get their hands, I'm sorry, the dub is still going on, the original is ended. If they ever get their hands on that, and they go, we're going to redub this and we're going to redo this and it's going to be better, I will do a rant video a week until they admit to not touch it. What the hell am I doing? That's not gonna scare them though. But I'll have some fun. I will rant on them until hell freezes over. I don't care if I have to just bitch into the mic. I'll make them 5 to 10 minutes long. If I gotta bitch into the mic for 10 minutes, I'll do it. I mean, hell, I wanted to basically form a counter-strike to the teacher's strike that I almost had to deal with in high school. What the hell? I can take on Netflix. Bring it on. I'm already taking on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney. Just add one more onto the pile. I'll take on all comers. But seriously, though, I will throw a bitch fit if Netflix tries to get their hands on any more anime series. Stop touching anime. You're not welcome in our genre. You're not welcome in our medium. Get the hell out of it. Go deal with your movies. Go peddle your fish somewhere else. Because we ain't buying it. You got us? Good. I mean, seriously, just go peddle them down the street. Maybe somebody down there wants to buy them, but we don't. Not here, and certainly not now. Alrighty, folks, so that's going to do it this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. It's been one of those horrible weeks. I'm really sorry if, the podcast seemed like it was crappy this week. I've had a crappy week. I can't even begin to explain how bad it's been. It's just horrible. But anyway, if you have any topics you'd like me to talk about for future podcasts, feel free to drop them either on the discussion page here on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter page at Otaku Roads, on the Web Designer 18 Facebook page, or email them to the podcast email, which is acrpodcast@gmail.com, all lowercase. Don't forget the Q&A video is coming up this week. Yeah, that's right. It's time once again for that, which means that, well, I should say the next week. It's going to be up. I'm hoping to shooting for Christmas, okay? I'm shooting for Christmas here. So, hopefully it'll be up by Christmas and everything will be all hunky-dory. Hopefully I'll be in a good mood. I doubt it highly, but I'll try. But don't forget to have all your questions in by midnight on the 22nd. And I will record it. I'm shooting for Christmas Eve. God hoping. I'm shooting for Christmas Eve. And I'm hoping to have it up on Christmas Day. Really hoping to have it up on Christmas Day. I cannot begin to explain how much I am hoping to have it up on Christmas Day. Really can't even begin to tell you how much I'm hoping for that. But anyway, so get your questions up and ready to go. I already have a few of them ready and set and waiting in the wings, so I can't wait to do this one. I'm actually going to have some fun. Don't forget, this is a monthly Q&A thing, too, so there is that. So, that pretty much does it this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, as you do every single week. Thank you all for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you like the video, thumbs down button if you don't like it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. And I will catch you all next week here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. That's right. Until then, you know what? Screw it. I'll just say it as they would in Hawaii because I got that song stuck in my head this week from the radio. Mali Kalikimaka. That's how you say Merry Christmas in Hawaii. Because the season's almost upon us. The 25th will be on Tuesday. Happy holidays, everybody. And I will catch you all next week.